I'm very excited to share with you, happy 2026, that this is the time to reclaim our joy and spread kindness, most importantly to self, because if we're not kind to ourselves, what do we have to share? You know what I'm saying? I am the in-betweener, apparently. This is what people are calling me. So in between your morning meditation, for example, your nighttime meditation, if that's what you do, you don't have a chance to maybe go to the gym or go bike riding, you're in a public place. These processes that I've had the privilege of sharing internationally, from storytelling to, all this nervous system regulation stuff that's come through me, works. And it's empirically science-backed, it's data-driven, and it's fast and portable and fun. So what I wanted to share today is something that I got permission from my beloved husband of 18 years, married for 20, Danny, to share because I brought it into our relationship. It came through me and it works. If you are having a discussion with somebody and you're bringing something up that you're complaining rather than being solution focused, right? Which can happen, I'm telling you, can happen. Just say out loud, oh, crappy cookies, cranky cookies, and let it go. Nothing is worth feeling bad and dysregulating our nervous system over, because it is a snowball effect. Our emotions are just like, traffic signs. Like if you're feeling crappy, it's kind of a yield sign or a yellow light, or, and if you're feeling, angry, unless there's a shark attack, and I'm not condoning violence ever, usually anger and annoyance and all those things, always annoyance, always that is always a sign it's a crappy cookie. And if we indulge in crappy cookies, we're going to have, a hard time digesting ourselves spiritually and emotionally. These are spiritual speed bumps. That's all they are. And we need to go to the spiritual spa and practice that muscle, because these are very, very easy. However, just like practicing any muscle, if you don't practice your spiritual muscle, it doesn't come as second nature. This is a discussion to have with, if you are in a relationship, if you have a business relationship, if you can make peace and kindness, and knowing that every issue is solutionable, solvable. Everything is workoutable, but not coming from a place of yeah. So you want to come from a place of kindness. How? First thing you want to say is, first of all, I think our business is generally running really well. Like, try to just come up with something, even if you have to really reach. You know what? Sweetheart, first of all, you know that I just love our relationship, and so many things about it are beautiful, and you smell good. And then deal with whatever it is, but from a place of kindness, and not from this place, because that will be felt. The reason I know these things to be super important is I come from a home where, my parents were survivors, and my father is a genius, very accomplished ophthalmologist, eye surgeon with 2 practices, and was very, very good to us in many ways, but was messed up. Hurt people, right? And so it was a different time. Now in 2026, we don't have any more excuses. There's the internet, there's people like me, there's all kinds of people out there spreading nervous system regulating techniques, hacks, processes, whatever you want to call it. My dad, at the end of his life, at the end of my mother's life, actually, went to apologize to her. They had divorced for many years, and he was horrific to her. And before she died, she would not even see him. And so it inspired me in many ways to understand why that's not necessary. Yes, of course, sometimes people should divorce. Sometimes you should leave a business, get a new business. I'm not saying that, but often it's because people don't have skills, because they don't know that soothing themselves. You see, we've been led to believe, as many of you know, that our emotions are not important. Suck it up, buttercup, and, all of this stuff. And yes, of course, there's times we must make survival more important than our emotional consciousness. I'm not talking about that. The majority of our life is not a shark attack. So I just want to offer you cranky cookies and, and then have a complaint orgasm. If you need to, at some point, If Cranky Cookies doesn't work, by all means, go to a level 2, and that's a complaint orgasm. And many of you know, and if there's an actual video above here on Facebook, if you're on Facebook, pinned to my Facebook Franny Sheridan profile. But you know, I'm just going to give you a fast complaint orgasm. I use the word orgasm, by the way, to, you know, reclaim with high vibes, you know, spirituality, humor, what has been pornographized. Orgasmic energy is all about creation. Think about where we come from. Hello. Right? It's a consciousness of joy. So complaint orgasm is actually getting rid of complaints in a playful way. Here we go. We're going to just do one. You ready? So let's say it's not working. You're Cranky Cookies and people are still like miffed and walking around. So let's have a complaint orgasm. All you do is this. You're going to move your hands like this, and you're going to pretend to be, you know, vomiting out your complaints into a mime or, you know, a make-believe bowl. And then we're taking the bowl, we're going to throw it in the ocean or the toilet. Here we go, okay? So, blah, blah, blah. You're going to do this with gibberish as well with your tongue. It'll make you laugh if you look in the mirror. Blah, 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 blah. Kids do this all the time. Come on. Blah, 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 put it in a bowl. Blah, 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 and make a sound. You're going to throw it in the ocean. And I love you so much. What a time we're in. What a time we're in. Blessings.